Terry McLaurin, he's got the Giants under 55 receiving yards in 4 of 6 games this season. Jaden Daniels hurt once again, Matthew. What do we do with Scary Terry?
Yeah, I'm keeping it open just because of the matchup with the Giants, right? 4th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers, at least 20 points to a wide receiver. The Giants have given up in 3 of the past 4, and they've given up at least 1 touchdown to a wide receiver in 7 straight. McLaurin is the guy that gets the majority of the work, so whether it is Marcus Mariota or Jaden Daniels under center for my Commanders, I do think 17 will get a lot of looks this week. He's my wide receiver 22. Debo doesn't do much in games in which McLaurin has played this year, so keeping it open on Scary Terry.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin, he kind of reminds me of the Australian dentist in the middle of finding it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't at all. I'd keep it open on Terry McLaurin as well. Very favourable matchup against the Giants team that gives up explosives.
I kind of don't feel the need to continue the show. Like, Stupid Dev won the day.
He really did.
I'm kind of just done. But we will move on.
Stupid Dev might make the regulars' power rankings.
After that comment, that's a top 5 comment.
It's probably others receiving votes, let's be clear. But, whatever. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, DeVonta Smith, he's got the Raiders. It's been A.J. Brown the last 4 games. DeVonta Smith, because of that, under 10 points in 3 of those 4 games. But pretty good matchup here, we think, Matthew.
Yeah, against the Las Vegas Raiders, who have allowed at least 33 fantasy points to wide receivers in all but 3 games this year. So even if Brown and Smith combined for 33 fantasy points, we'd like both those days. They're allowing the 3rd highest catch rate to opposing wide receivers. And so you think about DeVonta Smith, a little bit inconsistent, but he's quietly gotten at least 8 targets now in 3 straight. He's got basically a 25% target share, so you see it there on your screen. He's my wide receiver 24, high-end wide receiver 3, low-end wide receiver 2, depending on the size of your league. But I am, given the matchup at home against Las Vegas, a game that the Raiders, after such, I think Jalen Hurts has a monster game this week. Based on what, after Monday Night Football and that embarrassment, and I'm sure Philly Sports Talk Radio was going crazy this entire week.
Sirianni's getting asked if they should bench Hurts.
Yeah.
Who won Super Bowl MVP.
They got Tanner McKee fever.
Tanner McKee fever. They've got the McKeever.
We should start this movement. Yeah, let's see what Tanner McKee's got.
The thing is that the Eagles, this is an offense that now needs to pass because they cannot run. I understand the Saquon broke the 52-yard touchdown.
Right.
That was one play. I thought it was instructive that the final drive, they didn't want to run the ball because they knew they were just getting stuffed. It's not like the Chargers have the Browns' run defense either, Tony Pollard games notwithstanding, but this is a team that all year they just haven't been able to run. The O-line is not what it was. Lane Johnson obviously banged up, and Saquon's just not the same guy. Like, he was missing cutback lanes on Monday night. I understand that he broke the long one, but even on that, it's like, I feel like you ran faster last year, right? It doesn't seem to have the same pace and everything in that offense in the run game. Well, everything really is a bit broken at the moment, but they need to throw, and the throwing goes to A.J. Brown and DeVonta Smith.
Our last wide receiver, Khalil Shakir, against the Patriots. 21 total receiving yards over his last 2 games. Not a lot of rhythm in this offense right now, just big plays. But the problem is, Matthew, Shakir hasn't been a part of those big plays.
1 game with 20 or more receiving yards since week 11. He's been under 5 targets 3 of the 4 games, 3 of the last 4. You see it there on your screen. Last 2 games, he's averaging under 6 fantasy points per game. And so, look, he got the touchdown last week. That was his first end zone target of the year, and that was like on a scramble play. Like, he clearly wasn't the first read there. Like, it was Josh Allen doing Josh Allen things, running around, finding somebody in the seam, and managed to get it. You don't love this matchup against New England either. Patriots allow the 6th fewest yards to the slot this season, which is where Shakir, not Shakur, Jay,
yes.
where Shakir lines up, obviously, most of the time. So he's my wide receiver 40. I'm closing it out on him.
Yeah, hard to start Shakir going forward in this offense.
Yeah, they would have to make changes to the offense. That's a two-pack.
I think
reference.
they just are. They are what they are. Like,
trying to do my best there.
It's okay.
Yeah. The other thing too is the Patriots' rush defense is actually very poor.
Sometimes when I don't react, it's not a lack of comprehension. It's
right. I wanted to save him.
Yeah. Move on.
We've had the recurring Shakir joke for 6 weeks, so we're going to inject something new.
No.
Admittedly, it's not a signature. It's hard to connect the dots.
To be clear, I'm just going to help you out. Give me a second here, guys. Give me 1 second just to help Jay out a little bit here. I know we've only worked together for 3.5 years, but just so you know, I've made an incredibly successful, a beyond insane career on running jokes into the ground.
Sure.
It's really ridiculous how long I've been able to maintain it. Like it's broken all models. The under has been broken through. But yes, I've managed to make a career on running jokes in the ground and not adding to them. I appreciate the attempt, but no. No, Stick with what works.
Yeah, no, I've heard that your best friend C.D. Lamb is called Eights.
Call him Eights.
Yeah, no,
my
I've
buddy
heard
Eights.
heard about that for seemingly longer than 4 years. Even
Yes.
though I've only known you for that duration. Yeah, the other thing with the Patriots, they've sneakily got one of the worst rush defenses in the NFL over the past 5 weeks, and the Bills not afraid of running.
I believe
the ball.
they have the worst red zone defense in the NFL, which is
I
very.
don't think it's a great defense.
Very odd stat.
Yeah.
Well, because here's the thing with the Patriots. I said this, and I mean it in the most respectful way. It's amazing where they are because they are not that talented yet. Like, it's year one for Mike Vrabel. They are going to be much more talented in 2 years.
Yeah.
This is like they got some guys in free agency. They had that draft, but they're still kind of piecing it together. They're punching above their weight, which is a credit to coaching.
Yeah, they're
and
also
Drake May.
playing like the Jets and the Bengals with Flacco every week.
They've got an unbelievable schedule, but there's a very real scenario.
They beat the
where,
Bills.
Yeah,
They did beat the
that's
Bills.
what I
That
was
was
going
a
to
great
say.
win.
Yeah, there's a very real scenario where they are the number one seed in the AFC.
Sure. Yeah.
And the playoffs go through Foxborough,
Right.
Yeah.
and weird stuff happens in Foxborough. I don't think there's
They can absolutely make the Super Bowl.
100%.
Of course.
I mean,
Is that a
I'm
hot
just saying,
take?
Like, I don't think
Everyone in the
asked-
AFC sucks.
When
Yeah.
that was my point. I went to.
Besides the Texans.
I was asked. I did a quick thing in Kansas City, and they asked me for my Super Bowl prediction, and just like on the spot, I said, Patriots Rams. Sean McVay gets his revenge.
I'm going Bills Rams. I'm putting my faith in Josh Allen.
That's worked before.
I have
Well, this year it doesn't have to go through Mahomes. Mahomes isn't going to be in the playoffs.
100% faith in Josh Allen, not 100% faith in everything around him. Less than 100% faith in everything around
I'll
him.
take the Bills.
I like Bill
They're the best player
Ballo in the
football.
chat saying, does Jay have an interview today?
Yes.
It's
Jay
for
does.
New jobs.
Yeah.
My
We got
4 out of 10
another
two-pack jokes on the
DraftKings
way,
commercial after this, and they don't like Jay presenting himself as anything other than as very professional.
Yes.
Mr.
exactly.
King. Mr. King sends the note.
Yeah, the crown's not yours.
Yeah. No.
That's when you learn. They tell you that, but
Mr. King likes me to go to court. He likes my court attire.
exactly.
I am technically a lawyer, even
Yeah.
if Lionel Hutt's bad lawyer.
can you
technically a lawyer.
practice in the United States?
Cannot practice in the United States. To be fair, I don't think I can technically practice in Australia either. So no country will
So what's
have.
the point?
Well, I'm on the Supreme Court roll. It's just it's not valid anymore. So I have to re-up it.
What would it take? You just have to pass a bar here?
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
I think it's hard.
And also, once again,
I
what's
think
the
it's like
point?
getting a driver's license at the DMV because I can drive a car in Australia. It's not the same. I think you guys have different laws here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, just walk in
So
past the New York bar.
It'd just be
Great.
fun for something for you to have.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I just,
Yeah.
you know what? Instead of one of
Seems
the
like a massive
instead of one of the
project.
many dinner bets we have that you never pay off on, maybe that's the next bet I'll do. Is you have to go
Okay,
get
I have to go, yeah, become a
because I
practicing
could
lawyer in
use some
America.
legal advice. I'm in some scrapes. All right.
Want to talk Theo Johnson?
Yeah, let's.
What'd you do with Khalil Shakir? You closed it out.
I closed
right?
it out. He's
okay.
yeah,
I'll talk Theo
I said
Johnson.
that. Yeah, talk Theo Johnson. What are we doing with Theo Johnson this week?
He's got the Commanders. He's got one game with more than 3 receptions since week 6, and I would still start Theo Johnson because the rapport between him and Jackson Dart is good. They've come close on a couple big missed plays. And Matthew, here's the big secret sauce on this one. He's got the Commanders, who look dead right now.
stressed.
They've given up double-digit fantasy points to opposing tight ends in 6 of their past 7 games. Theo Johnson, one of the big end zone targets for Jackson Dart. He's my tight end 10. I'm keeping it open as well. I like Theo Johnson. I know there's been, when he was in college, did he have issues with the hands? It feels like catching has been, he hasn't been the smoothest pass catcher this year. But
Yeah, he's had some drops where you're like,
Got
yeah,
a bad
like
one
that
in
one.
the end zone on a bomb
Yes.
from Dart against the Patriots.
yeah,
Right.
he's had some bad
It's a
drops this
beautiful
year,
throw.
but he feels like he's good route runner, blocks well,
Right.
physical, like
He's out there.
I know they like him.
Right.
out
And when Dart
Sounds
runs around like a
beautiful.
lunatic,
Right.
Theo Johnson can kind of be a beneficiary.
But was
of
that one of the hallmarks of him in college? Was just not
He
great
needed
hands?
to improve as a blocker for his size and consistently catch the ball. It's wild because him and Tyler Warren shared the tight end role in that offense, and they both had drops issues. And then Tyler Warren went back to school and caught literally everything,
Everything, right, yeah.
and turned into a superstar. Theo Johnson has been, I think, pretty
Yeah.
good.
He was a,
considering where they picked him.
4th-round pick.
3rd or 4th-round pick. So, yeah, I would start Theo Johnson
Anyway,
this week.
we're keeping it open on Theo Johnson.
He's the man we all wanted Mason Taylor to be earlier in the year. New York tight end
basically,
yeah.
over at Chiefs.
I still
Except
hold
he's got
out
a
hope for
quarterback.
Mason Taylor long term.
Yeah, none of it is his fault this
No.
year, I'll tell you that. Keep it open or close it out. Recap for the week. Justin Herbert's a close at QB 18. Ashton Genty stays open in the top 20 running backs, really volume-based. Breece Hall, if it's a Brady Cook game, and it's a close game for Breece Hall. Tony Pollard, kind of a one-off performance, so not open right now unless he somehow pulls that off again. Terry McLaurin stays open, as does DeVonta Smith. but Khalil Shakir is a close, just not getting it done volume-wise. Theo Johnson stays open at tight end 10. We're going to take our first break. Oh, we got a little
breaking news
here.
here.
Oh, this is a big one.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn announced Marcus Mariota will start this Sunday versus the Giants. Jaden Daniels has been ruled out.
Tough. Right, you have. Did you
Well, I have a bye, Matthew, so it doesn't matter for me.
Oh, thank God for you.
He'll be back next week.
Okay, maybe. Good. This is the right move. This is the right move, and Mariota becomes a very interesting streamer against the Giants if you need somebody.
He can't be worse than Jaden Daniels was last week, can he?
No, he certainly can't. But no, you prefer him to. The C.J. Strouds of the world.
Yeah.
I think I prefer Mariota against the Giants.
Take that.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.